Welcome back to another class on Halacha for women. We are in the sefer called Otar Danim by Rabbi Yosef Shlita. Before we begin today's class, I want to read for you a Halacha in the Shulchan Aruch to introduce the topic so we can better understand where Rabbi Yosef Shlita is coming from. The Shulchan Aruch says in Siman Peitet and Halacha Gimel, that is Siman 89, Halacha number 3, Asur lolit asek bitzerachav. It is forbidden for a person to start taking care of his needs, or to travel on the way, until he's going to pray the 18 prayer blessing. This is the halacha in the Shulchan Aruch. The Shulchan Aruch is telling us like this, that if a person has to take care of something that pertains to him before Shemona Esrei, or he wants to travel in the morning before Shemona Esrei, the Shulchan Aruch says it is forbidden for him to do so until he davens the 18 prayer blessing. Once he davens Tefillah Shemona Esrei, then he's allowed to take care of needs which pertain to him or start traveling. Until then, it is forbidden. With that understanding, now let's try to see what Rabbi Yosef Shlita wants to speak about today. Mutar li'isha l'sader et hamitot kodem she'itpalala shacharit. It is permissible for a woman to make the beds before she davens shacharit. She'en ze bechlal asiyat tzerachav shel adam kodem shacharit. This is not included in one taking care of his needs before davening. Why? This is shaykh li'inyanei derech eretz. Because this is applicable to matters of proper conduct. You're not doing it because you want to do it for yourself. You're not taking care of something that you need to get done. For example, if a person gets an email and he wants to answer the email before davening, that is a problem. You can't do that. Or if he gets a phone call from an employee and says, listen boss, I forgot my keys, can you please come open the gates for me before davening? He can't do that because all that is pertaining to his needs. He's taking care of himself. But when it comes to making one's bed before davening, that pertains to derech eretz, proper conduct. That's what he tells us over here. It is permissible for a woman to go ahead and do her bed before she davens the Shemona Esrei. Ve'ena malacha, it says, and it's not a malacha. You're not doing no work. Ve'chen yochola lahaisha lehanech et yeladecha shehigiu lechinech lesader et mitotohem. So therefore, a woman is able to educate her small children that have reached the age of education to make their beds before she davens shacharit. So if a mother wakes up early in the morning and her children woke up with her, now she didn't daven yet. Can she educate the children? Can she show them how to make their beds once they have reached the age of chinuch? Yes, she's allowed to do so. One second, but she's doing it for herself. No. She's not. That's not considered that she's taking care of her own needs. She's teaching the kids the proper conduct that they have to do their beds before they go to school. And she's even allowed to do it before davening Shemona Esrei. Af al pi she'asur litasek b'tzerachav kodem hatefillah. Excuse me. Even though it is forbidden for a person to be dealing with his needs before davening, Mikol makom, nevertheless, tipul biyeladim, when it comes to taking care of children, v'kibud av ve'em, and when it comes to honoring your mother and your father, v'chinuch hayeladim, when it comes to educating your children in mitzvot or in derech eretz, chashivei ketzorech mitzvah, they're considered to be that it's a mitzvah. You're doing it for mitzvah purposes. Rabotai, I want to put it to you like this. A woman needs to put her kids on the bus, correct? But she didn't daven Shemona Esrei. Can she go ahead and change their diaper? Or can she get them dressed and put them on the bus and then daven Shemona Esrei? Yes. Because it's considered to be a mitzvah to take care of your children. You're not doing it because you want to take care of your needs. You're doing it because you have to take care of them in order for them to be able to get on the bus. You're allowed to do it and then you're allowed to put them on the bus. Give them their breakfast, whatever you have to do. When it comes to children, you are allowed to do it even before davening the Shemona Esrei. After you took care of the children, you're allowed to go now and daven Shemona Esrei. Same thing with Kibud Avim. Your parents call you early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and they say you need to take us to the airport. One sec, but I didn't daven Shemona Esrei yet. No problem. When it comes to honoring your parents, and this is one of the ways you can honor them, is by driving them to the airport. That's not a problem. We're going to tell you that it is allowed. You're allowed to go ahead and take your parents to the airport, and then when you come back home, you go ahead and you daven Shemona Esrei. It's not a problem. Or if your parents needed you to buy them milk, or whatever the situation is, when it comes to your mother and your father, it's called tzirchei mitzvah. It's for mitzvah purposes. We're going to tell you're allowed to go ahead and do it before davening Shemona Esrei. And also when it comes to chinuch hayeladim, if you want to educate your children to do something in the house, when it comes to mitzvot or derech eretz, we're going to tell you you're allowed to go ahead and do it, because all these things pertain to mitzvot. We look at them as if you're doing a mitzvah. So therefore it's allowed to be done before davening Shemona Esrei. ולעסוק בצרכי מצווה מותר קודם התפילה כמו שכתוב בפרי חדש. And to be dealing with mitzvot before davening, one is allowed to go ahead and do so, like the Pri Chadash wrote.